Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with my March favorites for 2018, and this month, in hindsight, was really not a great month when it came to my goals and things of that nature, but I did come across some really great beauty products. So if you guys want to see what those favorites were, then keep on watching. So my first favorite product for the month of March was something that I received from my birthday gift from my mom and my dad, I guess technically, where like it was just a bunch of, I guess, like feel-good type of things. And one of the things that she picked up for me was the Fresh in a Flash Body Refresher and Yoga Mat Mist Spray from Bath & Body Works. A little bit of a backstory on this is that I actually picked this product out for myself on my birthday gift. Let me explain. My mom is notorious for buying gifts and things for people, but using holidays as an excuse to give it to you. So like Christmas time will come around, and anything that she'll buy me for the month of December, oh, well, you'll just get it for Christmas. Anything for the month of March, oh, well, I'll give it to you for your birthday. Like, if she ever buys me anything, it has to be like a gift or something, or like, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up, like, I'll give you this for that. And it's like, whatever. I picked this up more so as a body refresher, and now this can be used as kind of a, I guess, fragrance in terms of like a perfume or a body spray. And I really like it because it has such a light mist of like seriously, it's a straight up like Windex bottle. It has a, it doesn't taste the best, but this has aloe, cucumber, vitamin E, tea tree oil, and clary sage, which gives it that really refreshing, crisp, clean smell. There's just been nights after the gym that I'm so tired and I just don't have the time or energy to take a shower and wash my hair or do anything humanly basic. So what I will do is I will literally use this in place of taking a shower, and like, I still smell good. So it's a really bad habit I've gotten into, but I really like it because it's light, refreshing. The smell lasts a pretty good while, and the scent alone is just very crisp and clean. I have been using this on my waist trainer because I'm also a really gross human being, and I don't really wash it as often as I should, and I'll just hit this with a little bit on there. And I have actually used this on my yoga mat to kind of just clean it once I'm done with a session. It's the Active and Skincare collection from Bath & Body Works, and the smell is very universal across all of it. I actually picked up the dry shampoo as well, which I'm not in love with, but whatever. I like it because it keeps the people in mind for those who go to the gym, and like it's just a fun spin on your typical workout stuff. So yeah, I really do like this. I might stockpile up on this because I got a feeling it's not gonna last long. But yeah, just in general, one of those fun products that is just cool to have, I guess. I don't really know. So the next item inside my favorites was in an Ipsy bag from this month, and it was the Winky Lux Powdered Lights Highlighter in the shade Charm. And I remember swatching that on the video that I did for my Ipsy unbagging, and it was an immediate dupe for Pink Hearts in the Anastasia Moonchild palette. And this is something that I have been really grabbing to complete everyday looks for, because it's in a very convenient travel size package where I could throw this in a makeup bag and I know I'm good to go. It gives a really nice glow, and it's something that like either if you want to blind, you can blind, or if you want something subtle, it's still giving you enough pigment to kind of warm up the face a little bit. I really am a big fan. I think this is like the second or third product from Winky Lux that I've tested. I feel like there was something else I got from them too this month, and I can't remember what it was now. I'm really surprised by this, and again, I just love the fact that it is a relatively cheaper dupe for a high-end product. The next item inside my favorites for this month was actually a hair care product that I did not think I was going to love when I first tested it out, and I'll explain why. So when I opened this product in my Sephora play, I really didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, and then the very first instinct of testing it out, I thought, red flag, this is not gonna work for me. However, I held true and I continued testing it out, and it became one of my favorite hair care products. So much in fact I've recommended it to people, and it is the IGK Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm. And first off, the smell of this stuff is superb. It smells like guava, pineapple, very citrusy, tropical. Just, it really kind of makes you feel like your hair's on vacation. And when you put it in your hands, it has a very weird texture, and that's why I didn't think I was gonna love it. When I first tested it on the hands, it was very tacky, and I'm like, oh my god, this is just gonna make my hair a mess. Like, nothing about this is gonna work. Ugh, I was so perturbed by the texture of it that I was scared to really test it out. But, you know, again, you're not going to know products unless you test them out, and sometimes you got to weed through some bad ones to get to some good ones. I have been using this in my blow dryer cocktail mix, and even if I don't blow dry my hair, putting this in my concoction with several other products, which I've mentioned in previous videos, you know, it's just one of those things that I feel has really made a world of difference when it comes to my hair. Not that I am somebody who suffers with a lot of frizziness, but I am somebody who suffers from a ton of breakage. And I've noticed that my hair has been a little bit healthier looking in terms of the breakage of my ends. I haven't noticed it as much as other times, and I just think in general this is one of those things I was really surprised with. I haven't picked up a full size yet because I still got a ton left in here, and a little does go a long way. And again, the smell alone makes me want to like lather it all over my body, but I have been really surprised by this. And I've only tested it really on damp hair. I'm a little afraid to test it on dry hair to see, because like I don't want that shine to kind of get confused with greasy. So I haven't tested it out that way yet, but I am a huge fan. I do foresee myself picking up the full size of this when I do run out, and I feel like that this will be something that will completely change my hair care and my hair routine in terms of future colorings that I might do for it. A really weird favorite of mine this month was, it's not really that weird. If you're somebody like me who loves sleeping, you won't find this weird at all, but one of my favorites for this month was I actually replaced 2 of my pillows on my bed with the bamboo pillows. And when I say that they have been completely life-changing, that is no joke. My cousins have had the bamboo pillows for a really long time. I want to say my one cousin, who is going to be 13, she's had hers since she was 10, and that thing is still like super fluffy and super like a brand new pillow. It's so like, it's very firm, but it's also super squishy, if that makes sense. I am somebody who sleeps on their side. So I'm weird because I sleep figure 4. So like my one leg is bent and then the other one is like straight. And then like I kind of spoon with something, usually a pillow, usually like a teddy bear, usually Ryan, something of that nature. But I do have to constantly have something touching like my chest and my face. So like I usually take a pillow and kind of like stuff it in my arm. But since switching to those pillows, like it takes me maybe 2 seconds to fall asleep. Say that there's bamboo is supposed to be better for like, you know, hypoallergenic people, or like they're supposed to stay cooler, and not that that's ever been an issue for me. I've never been one of those people that like their head gets too hot, they need to flip the pillow to the cool side. I've never been that kind of person, but I think it's really cool how these pillows are supposed to last for like forever. And I bought one because like $30 is a lot to spend on a pillow, especially in the past when I've only spent like maybe $8 at Walmart for pillows. But when I bought the $30 one, I was like, all right, let's test one to make sure that I'm gonna like it, like make sure it makes a difference in my sleep routine, because prior to this, I was really struggling to stay soundly asleep through the middle of the night. I had no problem falling asleep like within 10 minutes of putting my head to the pillow, but like I would constantly wake up in the middle of the night, and I would wake up, oddly enough, at all like the same times, which was like between 2 and 3 in the morning. Now part of me was freaking out because that's like the witching hour, but besides the point, I would wake up between like 2 and 3 a.m. and I would like toss and turn for maybe 5 minutes and then I'd fall back asleep, but this was happening every night. So when I bought the pillow, I said I'll try the first one. I slept through the whole night, and then like immediately, like the next few days, I went back to the store and bought a second one. I've been bragging to Ryan because Ryan's pillows on his bed are just awful. And he's like, my pillows are great. And I'm like, dude, I get the stiffest neck when I leave your house and I stay over. So I've been bragging to him about these pillows, and he has yet to sleep on them. But I think I'm going to change his mind when it comes to his like ratty old pillows. So the last product inside my favorites this month was something that I discovered in January, but I didn't really test it out because I didn't have too much of a terrible need for it at that point. But since then, I have become a believer, and this stuff has absolutely changed my skincare. And that is the Balance Me Congested Skin Serum. And I got this in my Birchbox in January, and when I tested it, I really didn't notice an immediate difference. I get really deep like acne around this area, in this area here too, where it's like I get a lot of pimples and a lot of texture, and it's a lot of like whiteheads, and you know, they'll grow to the surface and then you pop them and they're fine, but it's like it was constant and it was really annoying. So I would try to put this on and I really didn't notice any difference in my skincare. And then I became a believer with this product because I was receiving a pimple like right in this area, and I didn't know if it was inside the nose, if it was on the nostril, if it was along my cheek. I had no idea, but this thing was so painful. And I was like, you know what? Let's try this as a spot treatment and let's just see what happens, because at this point, anything will help. I put this on for maybe 2 days and that pimple immediately vanished. It never even broke the surface, which was incredible, because like that would have been a major doozy. That would have been one that I would have picked at, that would have scabbed, that would have been some sort of scarring in the future. But like, because it never broke the surface and because whatever magical ingredients are in here, it stopped it midway before it even broke, which was mind-blowing for me. And it just like, it's just gone. Like there's not even like any remnants of possibly even having an acne breakout, nothing. And that's why I say this stuff is amazing, because it's like when you want to use a spot treatment, like no questions asked would I use this. Again, I've had those acne marks, those pimples along this area, and I still get them from time to time, but like the smaller ones I don't worry about. The really painful ones, I pop this on there and they like immediately vanish. So I've been trying to like savor as much of this as I can. And I definitely will buy a full size of this when the time comes and I need a new one, because if I need a spot treatment, this will be my go-to. I used to be the person who used to put toothpaste on their face and I never noticed a difference whether if I put toothpaste on it or not, but I now know that this will work 100% of the time. Those are my physical products for the month of March that were my favorites. And in terms of like the intangible item, I really don't have one. I mean, March was a really kind of sucky month for me because I turned 25 this month. Come to that age where it's like, it's weird to go out and party for your birthday because like you're 25, you're not celebrating anything fun. Quarter life crisis maybe, but like I didn't go out and celebrate for my birthday. I really didn't even make a big stink for my birthday because like I knew 25 isn't that exciting. It fell on a Monday and it was like it was just, I'm just glad that my birthday is over because I hate celebrating my birthday. Because in years past, I've always had friends that would make big stinks about your birthday, which like that's fine and dandy and all, but it's like it was never what I wanted to do. It was, what are we doing for Sarah's birthday? It was never like, let's ask Sarah what she wants to do for her birthday. It was just an excuse to go out and drink. And it is what it is. I hate that saying, but it's like this month was just, it wasn't very eventful. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't really do anything. I didn't see Ryan at all. So it was like, like, it was just like, it was a very awkward month because like, I don't know if part of me was like depressed that I wasn't going and doing anything, or like depressed that I didn't see Ryan, or like depressed that I'm 25 years old now and like I'm a legit adult. Like I could rent a car without having to pay that fee, which like that's mind-blowing to me. It was a very sombering month and I didn't love it. It wasn't a great month. And I say it wasn't a great month because like my workout split really kind of got the better of me. My dietary needs sucked. I'm kind of going through one of those phases right now where I'm in a rut and I need to break that rut before like it gets out of hand. And it's like frustrating because you know that like you feel yourself regressing. It's like, you need to stop doing this, but it's like, all I want to do is just eat all the Cadbury mini eggs. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like my videos and if you like my content and if you like me, feel free to subscribe by hitting the button down below and getting notified when I post new favorites. I'll also be sure to link my blog down below for you guys, so you guys can go check that out at Life with Sarah or at sarahlock.com, 2 H's, 2 K's, and I will be sure to link all of my social media profiles down below too, so you can follow me wherever I might be. I think it was just grumpy all the time because it was so cold. It wouldn't stop freaking snowing, and it was just like when is it gonna end? But now the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, I need to go to the gym, and yeah, that's basically it. So thank you guys again for watching. Take care, love you always, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.